So that is basically it for this part of the minute. I'm going to have to wait till the wash dries in order to continue with this. So join me again when it's dried. Okay, we're back and he's dried, as you can see. So what we have to do now is re-establish all the skin tones, and we'll do that just by going over the raised areas in the Jasper skin, the one that we used originally. So again, we'll keep going and make some little marks here and there. Now there is a mould line that goes right down his face and I can't really get at it, and it's irritating me. So what I'm going to do, because I forgot about it originally, I'm going to turn it into a strand of hair. There we go. And just keep going across and keep building up the colour. You're better for this bit having a paler, a more watery paint, very thin paint to do this, and a thick paint. I know I've done it before just by using the paint as is, but we're trying to do something different on this particular mini. I'm trying a new way of doing skin in the hope that I can get it right. And I'm just basically building up the skin tones using layer upon layer upon layer of thinner paint. That looks okay, quite happy with that, so we'll stick with it. Next, as I said, we're going to make that little mould line into a strand of hair. That's how we do it. We just paint it black. Right. Simple. I couldn't get at it to do anything about it, so if I can't do anything about it, I'll adjust it. I think I'm going to change completely what I did with the hair, and just run down it with just a little bit of the, oh, that's not what I wanted. I think I'm going to have to get some more of that, where have I put it? Is that it? Yep, there we are, the dryad bark. There is quite a bit of that sort of on the thing, and it's getting a little bit too, what's the word I'm looking for? It's getting a little bit too watery to do what I want with it. So I'm just going to add a touch of that fire lizard to it. Just to change the colour slightly. I'm going to wipe it off on a brush, on a paper towel, and we'll just add a few little streaks here and there of this colour over the hair, just to change the colour slightly of it. Not going too overboard. I'll add a little more of this yellow to this now and change the colour even more. It's turned to a slight greenish cast, and with that we're just going to go over the top part of the axe handles. I can just add a touch of the yellow here and there on that as well, just to emphasise that little bit of brightness. There we go. And that's that. Now, what else do we need to do? Yes, the sleeves. Let's go with the... No, let's not go with that one. Let's go with that one. Elven armour. It looks nice. This is the first of the metallic colours range that we were sent by the armour painter to review and act as the sponsorship for this particular set. And what I'm going to do is just get a little bit on here and just run it over. I'll go over all of it because we want all of this to look as though it is this colour. We will come back later on and highlight. We may need to get a different brush to do this. In fact, let's do that, shall we? Let's get a different brush. There we are, let's use this one. There we go. And as I say, we're going doing both top and bottom of the arms because we want this to be the colour. We don't want this to be the highlight. So because of that we need this on both sides of the arms, just so when we do highlight it, it will show up as the colour on two different sides. Now I have to be very careful over here because I don't want to get this blue on his hair or on his arm. Sorry, on his skin anywhere. That looks not too bad. And we are quite pleased with that. Making sure we get some of this in the majority of places, and that is looking good there. A little bit over that side. And down there. It just makes all the difference having that spark of colour rather than it just being silver or gold. I really like that. Right, we're going to do a little bit more dry brushing, but this time we're going to be adding, using it to be able to overlay some colour. So we're using some Spaceship Exterior. So we're putting this down, so just to enable us to get more colour on the go. So we're going to be using the same brush again. And we're running it over there. And there. That's fine. It does look a little bit busy at the moment. Let me just get some fresh paper towel. But when we start adding more colours to it, it will look slightly different. But now let's push those away for the time being and bring this in where we can add our first, say, highlight, for want of a better phrase, of the skin. This is the Dorado skin. This is the skin tone, the actual skin tone of the chappie. So we need to build this up quite well. So we're adding this again in very thin layers. Not happy with that. There we are. Let's try that. Okay, so that looks a little better. You're not going to see much of it here at the moment, but you probably will as time goes on. This is where we are making sure that we just touch the extreme highlights of not the extreme highlights, the complete raised areas of the skin. And we're not going everywhere with this, we're just touching the bits that can be seen, or the bits that the light is hitting. This is the parts that we are currently working on. Now, with this I've been watching some YouTube videos of my own, not of mine but of other people's, and I've been trying to make sense out of this layering technique. We're using incredibly thin paints, incredibly watered down paints to build up colours. So that's what I'm trying to do here. So hopefully it will have a slightly better skin tone than my previous attempts at this. Who knows? We will keep trying on it. And so we just go with where the light is going to hit any raised areas. This is a bit that's going to take some concentration. And I'm not sure whether I'm doing this to its best. I think I should have added more of a bit of a darker wash to the skin tone. That may have been a better way of doing it, I'm not sure, but we'll see how we go with it. I'm just trying to pick out, as I said, all the raised muscles with this character were the light is hitting. It looks like he's wearing some form of stripy trousers, doesn't it? I'm not sure whether I like the way this is going, but we'll keep at it and see if we can improve. Oh, yeah. Let's keep going, work through it. Somebody sounds happy. Oh dear. I don't know whether you can hear that or not. But as I mentioned before, there's a girl who's on the flats beneath us who's a video gamer, and every now and again she can get a little bit loud and overexcited when she's playing these games. So I find it funny. Okay, so let's try that. Oh yeah, that's better. Let's just keep working on areas to try and build up the colour. There we go. Pick out muscle here, muscle there, and don't try covering up all the colours and all the paint that's gone on beforehand. Always leave less and less. There we are. Yes, I believe that this could get, this will need quite a bit of practice to get this technique done to such a level of I'm comfortable doing it, but I'm going to keep at it. It takes time to do this, and I am sorry it's taking a little longer than normal to paint these, but let's trying a new technique and these things kind of happen. And I wanted to do something which on a mini which had quite a bit of skin tone to use, and the only one I could actually find at the moment was one of these Arena X ones, so I've had to use it. And again, it's a case of trying to work out why it looks so, well in this case I'm trying to work out why it looks so bright against the previous colour. I mean, I know that it will dry a lot, well, a little darker. The acrylics always do. They always dry a little darker than when you put it on. But I'm just curious. Anyway, just a little touch of this around there. And so just keep putting little spots here and there, making areas look more and more brighter. I'm quite happy with that so far now.